Hi, K-Kids. It's me, Mrs. Rosno. It's almost bedtime, but I couldn't wait to read our very last chapter of Junie B. Jones' Smells Something Fishy by Barbara Park. I hope they had a great day today, and I'm wondering if you had wacky weather like I did. It was sunny, and then it was cloudy, and then it rained, and then it was super, super windy, and then before dinner, there was hail. So it was a really crazy day. So let's get into our last chapter. Chapter 9 is called My Proudest Honor. Pet Day in room 9 was very exciting. There were cages with furry animals and bowls with fish. Plus also there was a snake and a hermit crab and a rooster. That rooster is mine, said that meanie Jim I don't like. He will peck your head off if I tell him to. He will peck it right into a nub. Ooh, I made a sickish face, 'cause a nub does not sound that pleasant. Just then Lucille skipped over to me. Look, Junie B, look at my darling riding outfit. See my darling riding hat? And see my darling riding pants? And look, Junie B, here's a picture of my darling pony. And look at my darling riding boots. They are genuine rawhide cowhide. I smiled, very admiring. You are a beaut, Lucille, I said. Grace pulled on my arm. Junie B, come see Slicky. He's my goldfish, remember? I bought him a brand new bowl. Come see it, come see it. Well, just then my teacher clapped her loud teacher hands together. Boys and girls, everyone needs to sit down right now. What an exciting day we're going to have in room 9 today. We hurried up and sat down. Mrs. pointed to the pet table in the back of the room. Who would like to go first? She asked. Who would like to introduce us to their pet? Me! I shouted. Me! Then I springed right out of my seat. But Mrs. said to me, sit down. And she called on a shy boy named William, 'cause that guy never springs up, that's why. William went to the pet table. He pointed to his bullfrog named Wendell. I just got him on Saturday, said William very shy. Mrs. smiled. Well, he certainly is a handsome bullfrog. Would you like to take Wendell out of his tank for us, William? Would you like to show the children how you hold a bullfrog? Then William's face got whitish and sickish, and he started sweating a real lot. That's how come Mrs. had to put a wet towel on his head, and she said he didn't have to hold Wendell. Charlotte went next. She showed us her bunny named Slippers. She carried him all around the room, and she let us pet his head. Ooh, Slippers smelled like stinky feet. After Charlotte came Polly Allen Puffer. He showed us his parrot named Pirate Pete. Only too bad for Pirate Pete, 'cause he kept on saying a bad word, and he wouldn't even stop. And so Mrs. had to send Pirate Pete to the principal's office. After that, lots of children showed pictures of their dogs and cats, plus Jamal Hall showed us his lizard named Gizzard, and a boy named Ham showed us his hamster named Elvis. Finally, I raised my hand, very calm. It's nice to see you being so polite, Junie B. Would you like to go next? Mrs. asked. Did you bring in a picture of your dog? I shook my head. No, I said, 'cause I didn't want to bring a picture, remember? I wanted to bring a real, actual pet. Only too bad for me, 'cause Mother said no raccoon, and then Grandma Helen Miller stole Sparkle, plus also I lost my noodle. And then we couldn't find the orange juice, and so that's how come my grandpa moved the frozen vegetables, and boom, I saw a pet in there. So I put him in my backpack, and he is in there now. After that, I quick unzipped my zipper pocket, and I held up my pet for everyone to see. Fish Stick, I said, very delighted. I named him Fish Stick because he's a fish stick, of course. Room 9 stared and stared. Then all of a sudden, everyone laughed laughed at once. "You goony bird," yelled that meanie Jim. "Fish sticks aren't pets. Fish sticks are dinner." I felt very shrinking inside. But fish sticks have to be pets, right, Mrs.? Right? Because fish sticks are fish, aren't they? And fish are pets, right? Mrs. was hiding behind her hands. She peeked at me between her fingers. Yeah, sure, of course fish are pets," she said. Whew, I felt a teeny bit better. "So then fish sticks can be pets too, right, Mrs.?" I said. Mrs. hided back there a little bit longer. Then finally, she took a big breath and got up from her desk. Well, let's see. Maybe we should see what the dictionary has to say about this," said Mrs. After that, she took out her dictionary and she looked up the word pet. She read us what it said. "Pet," she said, "any tamed animal that is kept as a companion." "Okay," said Mrs. "Now that we have the definition, let's see if fish stick fits the bill." She looked at me. "Junie B, is fish stick tame or is he wild?" "Oh, tame," I said. "Fish stick is very, very tame, Mrs. He won't even peck your head into a nub." "Okay, good," said Mrs. "And would you say that fish stick is a good companion, Junie B? Can you take him lots of places, and does he behave himself pretty well?" "Oh, yes," I said. "Fish stick can even go more places than my dog, probably, because I can put fish stick right in my backpack and he doesn't even say a peep." Mrs. smiled real happy. Then she walked to my table and she shaked my hand. "Well then, congratulations," she said. "According to the dictionary, fish stick is definitely a pet." After that, she took fish stick out of my hand and carried him over to the pet table. And guess what? She put him right next to Slicky the fish. "Grace, hey Grace, now our fishes can be friends just like us," I said, very delighted. Just then, I heard a croaking noise. It came from Wendell the bullfrog, I think. Then Wendell croaked even louder. And that made Slicky the goldfish jump in his water. And that made the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo. And that made Slippers the rabbit thump his loud foot. And then his cage door accidentally came open. And he hopped right off the table. "Oh no!" yelled Room 9. "Oh no, oh no!" And then all of us chased Slippers all over the place, and he hopped and hopped and hopped until Mrs. caught him in the trash can. It was the excitingest adventure Room 9 ever had. And that's not even the bestest part of Pet Day, because at the end of school, Mrs. gave out special ribbons to all the pets. And the rooster got the screechiest, and Pirate Pete got the talkiest, and Slicky got the bubbliest, and Slippers got most rascally rabbit, and Fish Stick got most well behaved. I did a gasp at that wonderful thing. Then I shaked and shaked Mrs. hand. "Thank you, Mrs. Thank you, thank you," I said. "This is the proudest honor I ever imagined." Mrs. laughed. She said me and Fish Stick made her day. Then she gave me a big hug, and that is called a perfect ending. The end. So, okay, kids, we did it. We read an entire Junie B. Jones book by Barbara Park. Junie B. Jones Smells Something Fishy. And we did it together chapter by chapter, just like we would do in our classroom. But instead we did it this way, which is so awesome. So thank you again for hanging in as we read chapter by chapter. And like we always do, we're going to take a sneaky peek at the next book. So this was book number 12. We have read 12 chapter books by Barbara Park. And so book number 13, here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Junie B. Jones is Almost a Flower Girl by Barbara Park. So I can't wait. We'll get together tomorrow, okay, kids, and read chapter 1. We'll know this. Chapter 1 is called Ricardo. And we know who Ricardo is. He's a character we met in Junie B. Jones books and books ago. So this, we know. We know. So I think it's your bedtime. Have a great night, okay, kids? I'll see you again tomorrow. Sweet dreams. I love you very much. I miss you, but we are doing the right thing, reading Junie B. Jones's way and staying safe and healthy. Bye-bye.